it also opened up my world so much. I had never been anywhere overseas before I was on The Bachelor. And my first flight was to Singapore.
So amazing.
So crazy. And it just like opened my world up in like a really beautiful way. And I'll always be thankful for that. And honestly, the first time anybody actually asked me how I felt about something, now granted, as you know, like a producer is probably not the person that you should spill your full guts out to.
I wanted to talk about that too. Yeah.
For me, I was like, wait, you actually care what I think? Like I never had that. We're talking about like, what do I feel?
Your feelings.
And so I really like loved that.
And it opened up your eyes to that level of communication.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it also is scary because you don't know that you're saying it's not to the right person. Like you're being vulnerable, but not to the right person.
Yes.
So I had the same situation, which is so interesting because I ended up marrying a producer,
No
which is
way.
funny. Yeah. Timmy was the location producer. So I didn't really have to deal with him day to day. He wasn't talking to me about what we needed to talk about in the scene or any kind of that stuff. But like we got really close because, you know, when you're filming something, it's like summer camp. Like you get so close with the crew.
Totally.
Did you have any experiences like that or good or bad experiences with producers? Like any best friends or any ones that really led you astray?
So I don't know if this is similar, probably different than your experience. We don't have our phones.
Okay.
We don't have any communication with like your outside world.
Yeah, so we do. We still do. Yeah.
And so all you have are the producers.
Right.
And their job is to make a television show. So, but you're so in the summer camp of it all that you're like, they're really like care about me. And I don't think that like they're heartless, don't care, but they also have a job and have to like feed their family. And would I have done things differently without maybe like the certain producers I had? Probably.
Yeah, probably. But at the same time, it's like you're so young, you don't know those things. And sometimes ignorance is bliss. And it's just so beautiful to just jump into something like that. And like I always talk about on this podcast, like just do it, just go for it. You know, like if you have a decent gut feeling about it, just go for it. And I think you and I are good examples of what can come from it. But then again, there's also like, the thing is, I feel like if you are not a good person, like that's gonna shine. That's gonna shine. So like whoever you are is going to shine. You can get a bad edit, but like people are gonna root for you or not. You know what I mean? They can tell if you're getting a bad edit.
But I've been on both sides. I've had like a bad edit and also been like made to be like a hero. Like I've experienced both sides of that, and it is hard, but also that just showed like my humanness. Like
exactly.
Every person could probably get a bad edit if you took a snapshot of one thing.
Oh my God, for sure.
Thankfully, I feel like I did have a more whole picture of myself. Maybe not the one that I would, there are still some big parts cut out.
One of my best friends was a producer on The City, and she ended up quitting after The City was over because it was too stressful for her. Like we got too close and she had like held on to too many of my secrets and just felt so guilty about it. And she was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I had a producer on my season also kind of do the same thing, just being like, it's a hard job.
Yeah.
Like, especially like these reality, like real life type shows. I mean, it has to like take a toll.
Completely.
Especially for like The Bachelor, people who work on that show, like it's hard to have like your own relationship.
Right.
Because you're like gone all the time and so invested in other people's story. It's like, it's a hard job.
The culture of that is really hard.
Yeah.
Did you make like best friends on the show that you still have?
I have one very, very good friend from my season on The Bachelor. And she's like one of my bridesmaids.
Oh my God,
yeah.
cute. Oh my God, amazing.